Hey everyone, welcome. This is Kelley and I'm working on a garden window page for my Inspired Dragonfly journal, and I thought, well, maybe you might like to see how it's done. So I flicked on the camera and thought I'd share the rest of the process with you. So far I have done 2 layers out of the 4 layers of my window, and the idea of a garden window page is you see through your page to the page behind it. So it's a great time to use something if you want to frame them in particular. It looks really, really good. So the idea for a window page is you need 2 decorative pages, or however many layers you want, half of those amount of pages in decorative and then the other half in any others. Can be book pages, can be, anything like that. I am using the kit pages because I've got these cream ones that I thought would go to the background of the blue very well, so that's what I'm doing. I'm making my garden window for the very center of my signature, so I'm using A4 sized paper folded over so that it gives me a spine that I can bind into my journal. When tearing your pages, your outside page is to be the largest circle and your inside page will be the smallest circle. For pages 2, 3 and 4, I draw around the last page's tear lines, so then I've got a guide for how small I need to tear the next circle. For the next step, you need some sort of cutting blade, and we just slice a line within that area we've drawn. So there's our cut, and now we just tear from that line within the space that we want to try and keep it to. Check your page regularly against the other pages to make sure it's looking how you want it to. And just keep tearing off bits until you're happy. I'm happy with that, so we will now go to page 4 and we just repeat the same process as page 3. I will speed it up just a little. I feel I need to take a bit more off this page 3, otherwise there's not going to be much of a window left by the time I finish. Okay, now I'm happy with that. We can go on to page 4. Now I'm just going to ink these 2 pages to match my first 2, and then we move on to the next stage. So that's the window frame finished. Now I just need to glue these pages together. I'm just gluing on the outer edges and down the center. We don't want to put any glue around these edges of the window, and you'll see why we do that in our next step. And that's all my pages glued together. I won't glue the inside here yet because I will be binding through there first and then I'll seal it up. And now we get to the fun part. I have these images mostly cut from the pages of the kit and a couple of extra butterflies, and we're going to use these pieces to decorate our layers of the window. So now what we need to do is just choose images that we want to use and place them amongst the layers until we're happy with what we have. For the best results with these windows, it is best to use those clear stickers. I think they're called PET stickers. So then you don't have an ugly reverse side as much as like white paper or something, and it does look better when they've got the clear outline. But I'm working with the paper version today, and let's just see how it turns out. Means I'll have to cover both sides to make sure they sort of don't show too much white, but I think it'll work. So that's looking pretty nice so far. Not too much white showing this side, which I'm happy about. Not too much this side. I've got the top piece I need to cover up. This piece here I'll glue together once I've bound it in, so then I'll hold that much more firmly, which will be good. And here's my finished garden window. It's quite pretty, I think. I'm very happy with how it's turned out. I'm going to stitch right around these outer edges before I seal it up. This will go into the center of my signature like this and flip back and forward, and you can see the page through the window, which I think is really, really cute and very pretty. So other ways you can use this page. You can do it single-sided or double-sided and have it amongst your signatures, so then it's a pretty page each side. You could also make this page in a ready bound journal. You could just glue your pages on top of the page that you're wanting to frame and build it out so it still gives you those layers of a window, and it would look quite nice as well. There are many ways you could use this idea, and I'll plan on making a few more of these windows. I really had fun, and that is my garden window page. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you soon for my next video.